What's up everybody, my name is Austin Carter of Attack Line Leather, and today I'm really excited to share another leather crafting YouTube video with y'all. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about border stamps. I'm not going to be talking about them all because there's tons and tons of them. I myself probably own around 10 or 12. There's about 4 or 5 that I use regularly that go well with my workflow. You're going to just obviously find that out for yourself in whatever direction you decide to go. But today what I really want to focus on is how to get perfect symmetry in the area that you're stamping. A lot of times I'm stamping belts, wallets, knife sheaths, and things like that. But a lot of times when you start getting to the corners, that's where people tend to get into trouble. And so what I'm hoping to share with y'all today is how you can fit your stamp in the margin. And a little bit about what I'm going to discuss is the appropriate size to use for your project, and whether that's going to work for you or not. So hope y'all stick around and enjoy this video.
To begin, I'm going to prep my pieces of leather. I'm using Herb & Oak veg tan leather, which is great for stamping. Depending on the border stamp I use, I like to cut out my border with a swivel knife. This gives my stamp a clean channel to rest in. You don't want to do this for all your border stamps, as some of them have open bases. Before stamping, I always prep the back of my leather with blue painter's tape. This reduces leather stretching and allows for a deeper impression.
So with these 3 patterns, I'm going to show you my process for border stamping each of them. Alright, so I have my 3 projects laid out right here. And when I do stamps, I tend to visualize, obviously through practice, which stamps I might use for the size of my project. So for instance, on a belt, depending on what you do, you're gonna have 2 runs if you decide to border stamp it. Most of the times you'll do like a basket stamp or some kind of design where you'll feel the need to border stamp the edges. For belts, I generally stick to a small to medium size stamp. For knife sheaths, again, depending on what it is, probably a small to medium size. And then for something like a wallet, this is kind of my smaller wallet, and they just get bigger from there. I'll use probably a medium to a larger size border stamp for these. So real quick, I'm going to run over 3 of my favorite stamps that I like to use. I use these on most of my work, and they're what I would consider a small, medium, and large. The first one, it's a hide crafter. I got this one from Hobby Lobby, and it is a PD011. And so I really like this stamp. It's smaller, and when you're also trying to decide which border stamp to use, a lot of that plays into what kind of, say, basket stamp you use or what kind of design you use to go with that. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll get some scrap pieces of leather, do a few basket stamps, and then I'll start matching what I think looks aesthetically pleasing to the border stamp. So I really like this one. As far as my medium stamp goes, this is a Craft Tool G603. I use this on a ton of my leather projects. This is actually pretty popular in the leather craft community. The more you use it, the more you're going to notice that a lot of other people use it too. But it just is a nice kind of flower looking border stamp that I really enjoy using. And I consider that kind of like a medium sized border stamp. My larger sized border stamp, it's a Craft Tool D606, and it kind of is like a crown pattern, and I really like it. It takes up a lot of space, and is great for kind of your larger projects. You can really turn anything into a border stamp if you practice enough, but these are kind of generally the ones that I go to.
This first example, and probably one of the easiest, is how I start a belt. After everything is basket stamped, I begin my border at the tip of the belt. I do this because I can control exactly where the border begins. I start by finding the very point of the belt and place my stamp flush with my cut. I then make a stamp on the other side. This has now set me up for a clean looking border stamp. Moving on to the knife sheath, you'll notice that the sheath has 3 corners. The key to success is covering your corners. I start at the top of the sheath and stamp 1 in each corner. I then generally start stamping from right to left. As I get closer to the corner, I begin to start judging the midpoint on my line. Because the top section is small, it's easier to judge the gap. Moving on, I do the same thing for each corner. As you can see in this run, I came to a point where I need to start finding the middle point between the borders. Once I find it, I place my stamp in the center and now can see my final 2 stamping locations. I repeat this on the other side, and as you can see, it renders a nice and neat border. Moving on to the wallet, there is now a total of 8 corners. I take my large stamp and cover all the corners. After that, just start filling in the gaps as previously shown. Using this method keeps you from running out of room on your border and leaving everything squished together or too spaced out.
Alright y'all, that wraps up this video. I really appreciate y'all following to the end. I really hope this video helped inspire you. Maybe you learned something new. If you did learn something, go ahead and comment down below. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and maybe giving this video a like. And as always, I hope y'all have a great day.